Storm Track 12 meteorologist Lesto with you on this Friday evening, headed into the weekend. Yeah, the last weekend before Christmas, also the official start of winter. Yeah, it's not really going to be looking much like this over the next several days. Now, let's kind of talk about the technical aspects of what we're talking about here with the winter solstice. It's basically the time of year when the sun is at the lowest point in the hemisphere. That's over the southern hemisphere, 23.5 degrees south latitude over the Tropic of Capricorn. And as a result, it's also here in the northern hemisphere, the shortest duration of daylight. Tomorrow is the shortest duration of daylight we see throughout the entire year, 9 hours, 48 minutes, and 24 seconds for us here in eastern Carolina. And now, the sun reaches its lowest point in the sky tomorrow, and then slowly starts to work back northbound as we go on through the equinox and then eventually into our summer. Keep in mind, our beginning of winter is when they're seeing summer down in Australia. And in case you're wondering, it may feel more like summer for us here in eastern Carolina. Take a look at the potential for record high temperatures as we go on through this weekend. Got a feeling both days probably Washington will be setting the new records. Williamson probably also going to be looking at new records in here as we progress on through both days maybe. New Bern will be close both days. I think Sunday's got a good chance of setting it, and even in Greenville, I think we are going to be flirting with those record highs. So, very cloudy skies as we head through our Friday evening hours here. We'll start off with a little bit of patchy fog possible tomorrow morning, and then that filtered sunshine with, again, near record high temperatures. Talking about upper 60s, low 70s at the beaches, and even mid-70s, the upper 70s for inland spots. Today was a nice warm day. We topped out in the 70s, 72 in Richlands and New Bern, 71 in Havelock, even 70 in Greenville. You'll notice a little bit more humidity getting into the air thanks to the southwesterly winds. Now, all the warmth is here in the east. In fact, you'll notice this evening it's as warm as it is in Charlotte as it is in D.C., and it is colder in Dallas than it is Boston. So that surge of warm air is definitely coming up east of the mountains here. And right at the dividing line between Dallas and San Antonio, that's where a front is located. That front is being driven by an upper-level low-pressure system that's sitting out here across the four corners. And you can see that surge of moisture already working through West Texas on up and towards Oklahoma. Now, that is going to spread northbound here, but notice where most of the action is going, from Texas on up through Ohio, Indiana, back up and towards the northern mid-Atlantic states. That puts us on the warm sector of things here, and a lot of it has to do with the way our jet stream is configured. You'll notice this upper-level ridge that is sitting here off the southeast coast. That is pumping that moisture and the heat right out of the Gulf of Mexico right into our neighborhood. Now, here's the upper-level low sitting back here, but it gets deflected up this way. It's not able to roll straight on through, and that's why I'm not really worried about, one, severe weather for us as we go into Monday, but two, also, look at the southeast ridge. It actually kind of fights back a little bit here as we go in through the day on Saturday into Sunday, and then eventually starts to get pushed off the coast as this full latitude trough ejects eastbound here. But again, the coldest air remains up here to the north, and as a result, a very tight jet in through here. We draw the jet quadrants. Let's try that again. Here's your jet. We draw the jet quadrants here. We look for the upward motion here and here, and that's where some of the strongest storms are going to be across Arkansas up and towards Tennessee, and then especially as you get up here and towards the Ohio Valley where some of the higher snowfall totals may be with this storm. Eventually, the whole trough kind of comes eastbound here, but again, it's not body and soul coming to us here in eastern Carolina. As a result, it kind of lifts over, and as a result, that's why I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of severe weather for us here. You can definitely track that action, though, with that front remaining well off towards the west. Southwesterly winds out ahead of it really do pump our temperatures up. And then notice as we go on through this weekend here, the front, the area of low pressure, the wave developing along it tracks up towards the Ohio Valley. And for us here in eastern Carolina, those southwesterly winds are going to boost our temperatures up to near record levels as we head in through the day on Sunday. Decent amount of sunshine out there mixed with the cloud cover. Really, it's not until Monday that that front comes through. Hey, we're keeping our all eyes on the Beef O'Brady Bowl in Tampa St. Pete this weekend. We're going to be looking for showers and thunderstorms there on the outside of the dome as we progress through the day on Monday. Of course, kickoff is 2 p.m., and I believe it can be seen on ESPN, if I remember correctly here. Just about as warm in Tampa, St. Pete on Monday as it is going to be for us on Sunday, with temperatures near that 80-degree mark. So official first day of winter tomorrow, arriving at 12:11 in the afternoon. It'll feel like the 70s out there. Again, record-setting territory for Sunday as well. Showers and storms come through with the front as we progress on into Monday. There may be a secondary wave of low pressure as another little impulse of energy comes our way on Tuesday, or shall we say late Monday night into Tuesday, and that potentially could give us a shower or two holding on early Tuesday morning, but we should clear out by Christmas Eve afternoon. And Christmas Day looks fairly nice for us in here. We are also going to be watching for maybe a trough of low pressure developing off the coast that could have an impact on us once we get past Christmas. But until then, have yourself a good weekend, and I'll catch you on Monday as I'm, again, working the evening shift Monday and Tuesday for Skip, and then I'm off after Christmas Eve. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still.